So what we have here is a report from the U.S. Department of Justice about a sexual assault victimization among college-age females for a period of 19 years. Okay, so why are we talking about this? So you guys may know of Milo Yiannopoulos. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. So he gave a talk at Rutgers University, and I guess that he was shouted down and called misogynist and all these other things. And afterwards, the women who went through and put, red paint on their face to symbolize period blood disrupted his talk, and they were trying to discuss about what their motives were and trying to justify what they were doing. I came across their videos. It's quite interesting. I'll let you guys take a look for yourself.
Damaging anything by putting washable paint on my face, but what I was doing is I was making a statement about the violence that people face and experience that is done to them when this hateful ideology makes people think that it's okay to demonize others.
Very interesting. That it's this hateful speech that's okay to demonize others. All right, okay. How about your other buddy, your cohort, your partner in crime?
Freedom of speech, and there's a difference between hate speech and freedom of speech, and he crosses that line when you say that the rape epidemic on campus is a myth. For survivors of sexual assault like myself and other people, you're invalidating our experiences.
Well, okay, so very interesting. A couple points made. Yeah, okay, so is it really hate speech? Milo is saying that sexual assaults on campuses are not as serious as what is being reported. And let's go back to the article. Let's take a look here. I mean, this is easily verifiable, right? I mean, either there's an epidemic of sexual assaults or there isn't. This isn't, a philosophy question. It just is or it isn't. So if you take a look at page 5 of this report, and I'll put the link in the description below. If you look at rape and sexual assault, for students, it was at 6.1. Okay. But for non-students, it was 7.6. So what that clearly shows is that being a non-student, meaning that if you were outside the university campus, the chance of you getting sexually assaulted or raped was actually larger than if you were on campus. So does that make any sense to you? Does that make any sense to you? Whatever your name is, whatever glasses, short hair woman, does that make any sense to you? Is it hate speech when he's giving you facts? Is that, facts don't care about your feelings. Facts can't be racist. Facts can't be sexist. Facts can't be ageist or misogynist. Facts are either true or they're not. And for this woman, when she's saying that his speech is he's demonizing people and invalidating the experience and it's hurting people, you know what's really hurting people? Lies. Lies really hurts people, because when you are telling people that there are all these rapes and sexual assaults, when according to the government that it's false, just statistically untrue, then what would you do? Well, then, if you want to help victims of any problem, then you have to talk about it using facts. But if you say it's this epidemic and it's gone out of proportion and all these things and it's horrible, but it's untrue, what that happens is it makes it even more difficult for people who actually experienced one of these attacks. Because then people are not going to believe it, because people are going to go, I'm hearing all about all these attacks, but then the facts are saying there aren't that many attacks. So it must mean that the people are lying. So it's the boy who cried wolf too many times, and that's what's going to happen here. So they're actually making it more difficult for legitimate people who have actually suffered these horrible crimes. So how about you stick up for those people and stop trying to shout down people who are giving you facts? If facts are hate speech, well, then our entire society is based on hate speech. That's all we have. All we have is hate speech. But I'm really curious. If facts are hate speech, then what are lies? The new age of Orwellian doublespeak is here. The social justice warriors are out in full force, and they're out here to brainwash your children and eat all your innards. So be careful out there. The last thing I'd like to say is that people like this, when they are subjugated to facts, or when facts are presented to them, and they ignore them, they just downright ignore them, instead of having a discussion, they paint their face red and they go, ha ha ha, I got the last laugh. Okay, yeah, well, you got two likes and 2,636 dislikes. This is the most I've ever seen, by the way. I've never seen a 1,300 to 1 ratio of dislikes to likes. Is that really useful to the conversation? Just shout down people and go, ha, ha, ha. Yeah, all right, okay. You know, it's really good that these people are out there because they show that they don't have any merits to their arguments because they don't have an argument. All they have is name calling and saying that it's hate speech and that you're a hater if you disagree and you're a misogynist and all these other words that have no meaning in this context. So I implore anybody who knows these people, don't sleep with them. Don't be their friend. The only reason that these people can get away with what they're doing and can easily do it, and even though the internet has basically said that what they're doing is totally out to lunch, these people still are adamant that what they're doing is right. That's fine. But friends of these people, teachers, people that hang around them, boyfriends or parents, these actions can't be tolerated. So what you need to do is you need to ostracize them. You need to not hang around them. You don't have to talk to them. And there's nothing wrong with that. You're not attacking them. You're not stealing from them. Just don't hang around with them. Because the only reason these people can still get around and still be fine and believe in all this horse shit is because they have support from other people. And even if you don't agree with them, some people will actually support them. They're living in their house. They're friends with them even though they don't agree. That's your choice. But if you really want, because just social justice warriors and these sorts of people are not affected by facts and logic, which means they must be affected by social pressure. So let's put some pressure on these, there's no words to describe this. And hopefully they'll change around, not because they heard the right argument, but because there is so much pressure on them to stop being such idiots.